I'm Aaron Bree, and I'm joined today by Ryan Pannell from Kaiju ETF Advisors. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I am good. Great for you. Good to join you today. Do you mind just giving us a brief overview of Kaiju Investments?
Sure. So we started as a private fund manager before we launched an RIA last year and our first AI directed and curated ETF. We've been in the AI space long enough to have been made fun of for it. So it's the topic du jour today. But you go back to 2018, and it's like we were practicing the dark arts.
So you guys were early on this AI train. You've seen basically the rest of the investing world finally in 2023 start catching up and talking about AI, but you guys have been doing it for a while.
Yeah, exactly correct. We started shifted from quantitative trading into AI early on. Of course, the tools that are available today just weren't available then. It was a lot more heavy lifting on our part, and yeah, it's been nice to see. 2023 has been validating for us, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's great for you guys to see. So, Ryan, how can AI and machine learning help improve, portfolio decision making in the future?
I think it's currently its greatest strength is its ability to crunch through massive amounts of data. That's really what we're using it for in the terms of pattern recognition and data. We're talking about 220 terabytes of data that we're looking at every day. We do over 2 billion discrete examinations every day. We ingest the entire stock market at the print level, at the tick level. So that's I don't think I'm allowed to say impossible, but it would be extremely difficult for a human to do that. So that's really where it can assist, is in cutting through an enormous amount of data and bubbling up what the investment manager is looking for to the top.
Yeah, I mean, if not impossible for a human, definitely very time consuming. So, saves a lot of hours there. So, Ryan, why has AI directed investing kind of been out of reach for retail investors in the past?
Well, there are not a lot of shops that used it historically, and the shops that did, including ours, were rather secretive about it, and it's incredibly expensive. So it's just not cost effective to employ for small investment advisors, small portfolio managers. There's an enormous technological lift on top of that, and a scarcity of personnel. I mean, probably you could go on LinkedIn now and find a bunch of people who are promoting themselves as AI data scientists. But, 5 years ago, there was no such thing. There's no degree in AI. You're a mathematician, you're a physicist, you're a cosmologist, you're a medical practitioner who has used AI in your profession. That's sort of how you came to this place traditionally.
Got it. That makes sense. I mean, I know now even some like English majors are finding some jobs as prompt engineers on ChatGPT and other AI tools. So Ryan, what are the ethical implications of using AI to manage a fund?
Well, I think primarily the ethical considerations with AI is the model source seed information. That's where you've seen some companies run afoul, especially in the image processing sector so far. It's how did you train these models? Where did you get your data, and how did you pay for it in order to train these massive models? And if you've programmed a machine to scrape the internet and view some other artist's content to create novel images, you didn't really pay for the data. In investment management, there are data service providers, NASDAQ or NYSE, and you can purchase historical data, SIBO, Opera, Morningstar. So you buy the data to train the engine on. Other than that, I think what you're looking at is just responsible application. Black box systems that don't take anything into consideration are potentially dangerous, because they're not sentient. They don't have a broad understanding of context in the market. So it's really up to the human portfolio manager to apply some guardrails, keep everybody safe.
Got it. That makes sense. So Ryan, last question. I'm curious if you have any hot takes about where do you see this AI technology developing over the next 5 years or so? Do you have any kind of crazy predictions of things or products that we might see?
I think it's evident that it's just simply going to, go on like a runaway freight train at this point. It's just going to touch most technologies. will have some true AI component, and by that I mean something that's capable of autonomous learning. In terms of the investment space, I think the skepticism will start to shift as performance kicks in and you see the results, and the sort of bottom tier of human portfolio managers really struggle to deliver the same results. I think there's some job security for fixed income, global macros, things like that AI has a tough time with. But when it comes to quantitative investing and pattern recognition, I think you're going to see it all over the place and even trickling down to the retail level.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems that way right now that essentially every industry, whether you're in business, finance, education, medicine, you name it, AI is touching. Well, Ryan, this has been a great discussion. I mean, like I said at the beginning, I mean, AI has been kind of the top of mind topic for all investors throughout 2023. So it's great to talk to you and the rest of the folks at Kaiju who have been doing this for a while, who have some real experience with investing in AI.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on. It's always fun to talk.